Welcome to the Rebel to Succeed podcast. It's your boy, Anthony Williams, the founder of RebelToSucceed.com. The purpose of this podcast is to share tips, advice, and strategies to help you improve in all areas of your life. My mission is to make a positive difference in your life to help you live your best life. Now let's get it.
What up, good people? It's your boy, Ant from Rebel to Succeed, coming at y'all with another episode. Today in this episode, I wanted to talk about the power of consistency. I'm a firm believer that consistency is basically like the key or one of the major keys to success. So, I want to talk about consistency in this episode. Right off the bat, man, consistency, if you think about consistency, right, I'm a firm believer that hard work beats talent. I'm sure that, a couple of you guys have heard that, but I'm a very firm believer that hard work beats talent. You can have somebody that's gifted in basketball who really didn't have to practice. They just was gifted, just with athleticism, with the ability to jump high or whatever, right? And, they just was really, really gifted at, like, shooting the ball or whatever. But if you get somebody like that's really tuned into, like, just working hard and getting better, eventually that person that works hard is going to, they're going to surpass the person that's gifted. So me personally, I like to prioritize consistency. I try to, include consistency in everything that I do. I actually read a book that kind of helped me with this whole, I want to say ideology. It's not really ideology, but, just this concept. Yeah, I'll just say concept. Because I never really understood the power of it until I read this book, and it's called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I'll link it down in the description for you guys if you want to check it out. But it's a very powerful book. It kind of want to say it kind of changed my life, or the way I looked at success in life. So, or how to achieve success in life. So, it's really powerful. Consistency. So back to the analogy with the basketball players. If you think about the person that was gifted, eventually, that's going to run out, that whole talent thing. They're not improving, right? They're not getting better. But the person that's consistent with improving and the working hard, eventually that person is going to get better than the person that that's really not, putting in any work. So consistency is everything, right? It's really everything, because with consistency, you begin to build confidence, you begin to build momentum that's pushing you towards getting better and pushing you towards your goals. So I know the one thing that kind of hurts people with this whole concept is, at first you might not see any results, right? Some people may get discouraged, and they may give up on what they're trying to achieve as far as being, consistent, but you really got to stick with it. Sticking with it will eventually help you to realize some results, some positive, very powerful results, because you really have no choice but to get better. You know what I mean? If you just stay consistent, you got to think about it. If you're consistently practicing your shots, right? Let's say you wanted to be, a Ray Allen or, a Reggie Miller. You wanted to be a really good shooter, right? If you're consistently practicing your shot every day, something has to come out of that. You know what I mean? Something has to come out of all of that work. You know what I mean? Only thing you got to do is just put in the work and stay consistent. And that's why I say you really have no choice but to get better as long as you stick with it. That's the main thing. That's the main thing that people get caught up on is basically just not giving up and just sticking with it. Because it's hard to be able to put in a whole bunch of work. Trust me, I know. I know that, a lot of people deal with this whole, I call it the microwave mentality. They want instant gratification. And I'm a victim of it as well. I don't want to point the finger, but I'm just here to, help you guys see things in a different light. Like, look, you're going to have to, anything worth having, you're going to have to sacrifice, right? You're going to have to put some things on the back burner. You're going to have to be patient, right? So, and I know that's one of the things that, I'll put me in it. That's one of the things that I struggle with as far as being successful, is basically just being able to work a lot for a very long time and not see any results. That it hurts sometimes. You put in all of this work. And you're not seeing no results, but you really don't understand that, you're building something big, something massive. You know what I mean? Like, they say that, nature has to keep balance. So if you're putting in all of this work, right, you're putting in all your working, at some point, something has to come out of that. You know what I mean? At some point, if you're planting all of these seeds, at some point you got to reap some type of rewards from all of those seeds. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you got to just change your mindset and how you look at things. That's one thing, not the very topic, but that's one thing I feel like people miss as far as seeing a lot of money and stuff like that. People don't want to, I'm a whole believer in giving. People don't want to give and not get anything in return, at least right away. You know what I mean? And I think I might speak on this in another episode, but you got to just give. You got to work. You got to plant seeds and know and just stick with it and know that in the future, at some point, I'm going to reap some type of rewards from all of this good stuff that I'm doing, from all this hard work that I'm putting in, from all of these seeds that I'm planting. You know what I mean? So you got to stay consistent with it. When you stay consistent, like I said, it builds confidence. You get better at whatever you're doing. And it's a positive thing, man. You know what I mean? You really can't really go wrong with being consistent and staying consistent. Consistency is key. You know what I mean? I feel like that's one of the biggest keys to success. If you just stay consistent long enough, eventually you're going to see some results from that. So, yeah, man, I wanted to give you guys some value in this episode. That's one thing that I learned a while ago. Like I said, that book is a major key to it. You know what I mean? And one thing that Darren Hardy preaches in that book is the power of the momentum when you consistent like that, right? So you actually get a lot of momentum pushing you towards whatever you're trying to achieve. You know what I mean? If you stay consistent, you're going to get a whole bunch of momentum pushing you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point it becomes a bit easier. Yeah, you putting in all of this work and you doing all of these good deeds. At some point, it's going to get easier because of all of the momentum that's built up from you consistently doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? So it does get easier. It gets easier. You just got to just stick with it, man. And I feel like in another episode I might, preach on, or not really preach on, but talk about, the power of being persistent. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if people just don't give up, if they don't give up and they just stay, persistent and just keep going, you really have no choice but to succeed. Like, you have to succeed at some point. But yeah, stay consistent, man. Stay consistent in whatever you're doing, and I can guarantee you that you're going to start to see some results at some point. You just got to stick with it. So yeah, it's your boy Ant, man. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tip on that. because it's a major key. It's a major tip that, if you imply, or if you, what's the word I'm looking for? If you incorporate in your life and incorporate into your goals, and you just focus on staying consistent, man, you're going to see some results. So, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some value in this quick episode. Hopefully you guys found value. If you did, I invite you to, comment and subscribe to the podcast for future episodes, because I'm going to be putting out many more. many more. And I'm going to be, that's what I'm here for, man, is to reach you guys, reach everyone by exercising love, and just, share advice, share tips, and things that I feel like can help you, that I've learned on my life journey, my self-development journey. You know what I mean? This is what this is all about, is just sharing knowledge and helping people, man, the best way I know how. So yeah, hopefully you found value. If you did, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode.
I want to thank you for joining me today and listening to this podcast. If you found this episode helpful or valuable in any way, then I encourage you to leave an honest review and subscribe to the Rebel to Succeed podcast for future episodes. To receive more content and value, make sure to visit the Rebel to Succeed website at www.rebeltosucceed.com. And finally, always remember that to succeed in life, you have to reach everyone by exercising love. So make sure to show somebody some love today. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you next time.